All right, how about some Watch This Bitches? I finished season 1 of Penny Dreadful. Or Mrs. Cheapy and I, rather, both finished the first season. That's a pretty cool show. If you like vampires and that type of stuff.
Ava Green.
Yeah, she's in it. I saw her boobies. They were very good.
Nice.
There's a lot of...
this is one of those booby shows.
It's a booby show.
You like those?
I saw a pretty nice penis also.
You generally like those as well.
Yeah, season 2, I was surprised. I was like, oh, and here's a nice long look at a schlong. Not just like a quick, like, fleeting glance, but how about just like somebody posing with their schlong?
I don't know.
But that's not, that is not the purpose of the show. It's mostly,
vampires.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Like,
vampire
Frankenstein. They're combining a lot of different things. You got Frankenstein. You got, vampires. You got. I don't want to give any spoilers, so I think I'll quit while I'm ahead. But if you like that type, if you like Castlevania, you like this type of thing. It's pretty good. And Timothy Dalton is mesmerizing.
You said that last week.
I did. I like him in that role.
I know.
I mean, you don't really, when's the last time you've seen him?
Hot Fuzz, I guess.
So he's been busy doing this show. I mean, I think they're like on season 4 or something.
I thought it was done. Is it not done?
I have no idea.
I think it's done.
For me, it's just getting started. So that's all I care about. But it's very good. I like it. I recommend it a lot. What else?
I watched that new video game show that's on Sunday nights. That's right in the same time slot as I believe the Game of Thrones.
What?
Candy Crush.
You watched the Game of Candy instead.
I did.
Of
I watched the Game of Candy Crush instead.
What is this?
It's a game show hosted by Mario Lopez,
of course,
based on the iPhone sensation Candy Crush. So teams of 2 compete to play a match 3 game on very large LCD screens, basically.
I'm watching. I see a picture of it right now. It's like a guy on a rope.
Yep.
Pushing a giant touchscreen.
Yep.
Hanging from the ceiling.
I loved every minute that I watched it.
What? The headline, by the way, of this article is Candy Crushed in Sunday ratings.
Well, sure. We're in a golden age. Like, if you don't watch Game of Thrones, we're in a golden age of Sunday night TV on network television. You've got, this competes directly against Steve Harvey's Thunderdome.
Yes.
After Candy Crush, you've got the Michael Strahan's $100,000 Pyramid.
I didn't even know these shows exist.
Exactly. These are my shows that I like to just put on and go, yep, this is where we're at in 2017. But yeah, Candy Crush was absolutely ridiculous. The team that won, first of all, you could really side with them because their story was, and this is fine, they're on a game show, whatever. The backstory is usually doesn't matter.
They had really bad teeth and foot arthritis?
It was close.
Because I can relate to that backstory.
Yeah. It was a dad and his son, and the son had just graduated from Yale and was getting ready to go to med school.
Relatable.
Uh-huh.
Fellow privileged, spoiled person.
Mm-hmm. As a privileged, spoiled person, I can understand.
And the winning strategy,
Candy Crush
like, so at the very end, there's like a horizontal board on the floor, where you play Candy Crush, and you have to get like the virtual key to drop down to the bottom of that, and then a physical key pops out that you go over and you take to this joystick, and your partner is harnessed up on this big vertical wall of Candy Crush. And so you've got 2 people controller than joysticks, which are controlling the cranes that are operating these harnesses. And then you have the other person just like floating in space and trying to match 3 gems or whatever they are, candies, I guess. They look like fruit. While they're swinging back and forth on these harnesses. And the team that won, the son was operating the joystick. and the dad was strapped into the contraption, and the son was really bad with the joystick. Like he kept on using, there was like a left and a right, like one to go up and down and one to go side to side, and he kept on like going the same way with them. So his dad was basically just like swinging back and forth, and half the time he would be off the side, just like clinging to the side of this giant screen and just like waving his arm at the side until he made it 50 matches, which took forever to get to 50. I didn't think they were ever going to get there, and they won $100,000. And I was thoroughly entertained. I will never tune back in again.
I was watching Game of Thrones when that happened, and it was very good.
What was I doing Sunday night? Oh, I was
Jerking off into a sock?
No, I was eating all the lobster I could eat.
Oh, all you can eat.
All I could eat. It was my cousin's 35th birthday, and she decided to have a lobster party.
It's a good party.
I had nothing to do with it.
To be spoiled and privileged.
Right.
Yes. She
You're not really helping your case much here.
I know. That's why I thought it funny. She is. I'm not.
Did you have all you can eat? Did they kick you out?
I had enough.
Did you go fishing afterwards?
I did.
After they kicked you out?
Maybe all the lobster butter just went straight to your foot. It was congealed down there.
I don't have butter with my lobster.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it without butter.
Straight.
Just right, hook it to my veins.
Nice. All right, let's that's it for
It was a lobster boil at her parents' house.
That's fine. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It was at the Palm.
Nope. That was the week before.
It's true. It's funny because it's true. Oh boy. All right, before we go any further.
It's been a weird summer.
Sounds like a good summer to me, except for all the medical problems.
Yeah.